Well, welcome to another episode of the Rocks and Razors video show. I'm Greg Tiderington, and this is
Tara Webster.
We're going to talk about a movie that not everyone knows about, but it became an instant cult classic over the past 25 years. What is that?
That'd be Sleepaway Camp.
Ah, yes. Now, what was your feeling of Sleepaway Camp?
That was one of those really, truly disturbing and sick horror movies that a 7-, 8-year-old should not have watched at the time, but I did anyway, and yeah, it gave me something really cool to go to school and tell my friends about it. Like, hey, there's this movie, and you wouldn't believe what happened at the end.
It was truly a fucked up movie, but in a good way.
Yeah, in the best of ways. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a cross between Friday the 13th and Meatballs.
Yes, with bad acting included.
Well, I wouldn't say all the acting was bad. The kids were natural, being mean kids.
Well, come on.
Oh, you know,
they did the best they could.
Jonathan Tiersten, who played Ricky, the cursing cousin, I mean, I thought he could have made it far, but he chose a singing career instead.
While the game is still closed.
What do you have in mind, asswipe?
Buck a man, asshole.
That's a little steep. Make it 5.
You got it.
Yeah, but however, anyhow, it's about a bunch of kids being murdered that are mean to a shy girl, as well as a chef getting pushed into boiling water, and some other adults too. The drowning scene was badly directed of Kenny, played by John Dunn, when he flips over the canoe. I mean, he wasn't panicking or anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, but 3/4 of the time when you're in a horror movie, when you're watching a horror movie, they're not dying realistically.
Yeah.
They're not doing.
And then the shower murder scene, she's going, ah, ah. Catherine Conway, who played Meg, I mean, that was like a bad Psycho type direction.
Well, the bad Psycho, yeah, because everybody's going to try and recreate that particular shot, especially whenever you have a shower scene.
But of course, the ending was
the
way they ended it.
Yeah, there's just something about seeing a girl standing there with like big jaw, mouth, and a knife in one hand, completely naked, and she's got a dick.
Yeah, and then in the closing credits, she has the wide jaw, and the screen goes green, and then the closing credits. It's perfect ending. There's Return to Sleepaway Camp. That's coming out, and this is gonna really, really blow you away, I bet. You know, finding out what happened out of all this. Okay, but beforehand, there is Forgettable Part 2 and 3, starring Pamela Springsteen, which they tried Angela as a Freddy Krueger type killer. It sucked. So we'll rate it 4 bats. I'll rate it 4 bats. What do we rate the first?
I'd say for that truly disturbing ending, it gets 3.5.
All right.
So,
truly a cult classic.
Yeah.
So 4 bats for me for the first Sleepaway Camp, and we can't wait for a Return to Sleepaway Camp. This is Greg and Tara signing off.
What's next?